So, tell me about yourself.
I am, well, born in 67, so that makes me mid-50s. You lose track. Photojournalist, concert photographer, also an IT specialist, worked for various companies like Microsoft, was part of the Y2K project. Other than that, pretty straightforward guy.
So, state your name and spell it out.
Glenn Silva, Glennsilva.
How did you get into photojournalism?
Photojournalism, ever since I took up my first Polaroid camera, 13, 14 years old, and then from the analog to the digital, and then from concerts and just walking around with a camera to working for publications, and just like what I do, telling the story one click at a time.
So, explain the Michelle Carter case.
Michelle Carter case, 2014, I believe it was 2014. It was a freedom of speech issue where one gentleman had committed suicide. They found out Michelle Carter had a lot to do with it. The case garnered worldwide attention, and I just happened to be there through the whole process.
What was your role in the matter?
I was the pool photographer for the jury, for the non-jury verdict, so it was just a judge. So I was the pool photographer for the verdict day.
Could you explain what a pool photographer is?
So pool photographer, so there's a AP pool. So the way it works is if only one journalist is allowed in the courtroom, they have to share that photo with all other media outlets.
Where did this case take place?
In Taunton, Massachusetts. The original offense occurred in Fairhaven, Massachusetts, about 10 minutes from where I live.
How did you get the opportunity to be the only photographer in the courthouse?
This being a juvenile case, most juvenile cases, photographers and videographers are not allowed in the courtroom. But in this case, where it had gotten such a high profile, they had asked the judge if they would allow media, and he didn't want to, pretty much his exact words were, I don't want a media circus, but I will allow a pool photographer that will share their photos and one video feed.
How did it feel to have your picture used worldwide?
It wasn't until the day after the case when I realized how much of an impact my photos had. Not just seeing it in the local papers, but and not just like Boston.com, but featured on CNN. The AP Newswire picked it up, and it was used just globally. And for the next couple of weeks, that was all that was in the news, and those were my photos. And I could not see a news feed without my photo being seen.
How did this directly affect your life?
Directly affecting my life, it opened up new doors. I was the guy that took the Michelle Carter photos. I ended up getting my State House press pass. I ended up being there for the Elizabeth Warren campaign. I was there when she announced that she was running for president. I got to, it just opened up a lot of doors, whereas normally I was just another photographer. It gave me credence to my work.
So, explain the award you received.
So I received a NENPA, a New England Press Association Award. It's an award ceremony similar to the Emmys or the Oscars, but it's for news journalism, for all journalism actually, and it's held in Boston once a year. And my editor notified me that we were in the running. We got first, second, or third place, so we went up to the award ceremony. It's like a 5-hour show, and the big awards were right at the end, and we were up for one of the big awards, and we just happened to win first place, which pretty much cemented my photo as being a big deal. And then finding out later on that the AP photo that ran worldwide was featured in the Photo of the Week. So when you think of how many millions of photos are submitted on a day-to-day basis to news organizations, how many of them the AP pick up, how many of them go worldwide, and then for the AP to actually choose my photo along 9 others to be Photo of the Week for that week was a big deal.
Yeah, because your photos were used like they were up against like World Hunger photos and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, for the AP Photo of the Week, yeah, I think I showed you. It was World Hunger photos. It was, I think, digging wells in Southeast Asia or whatnot. It was just an incredible opportunity to be up against, you know, those type of photos.